Hey there YouTube. Okay, so this is going to be like take 500 of this video. Either my camera dies, I say the word too much, or my dog freaks out. It's just been something each time. So I was going to do a nice outdoor video for y'all, but it's hot, it's humid, it's nice outside, but it's not nice for my resins. I'm afraid their finish is going to get sticky, and then that's just not going to go well. So I had to come inside with this poor lighting, and I'm sorry about that, but it will have to do. So I'm going to do 2 videos. Did I say that? I don't know. I'm going to do 2 videos for y'all. This first one's going to be an introduction, which is just going to be a little bit about me, and the second one's going to be a Q&A, which is going to be a Q&A specifically to resins, because I get a lot of the same questions asked over and over just by different people, and I'm hoping I can just answer all those in one go. So for this introduction video, my name is Natalie. I am 22 going on 23. I started collecting when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I started out with stablemates and classics, specifically the ones you would go get at like Target or Walmart, things like that. And then there was this shop that was about 30 minutes down the road from my house, my grandparents' house to be exact, and it had the largest selection of traditional buyers, and I just felt like I was in a dream world every time I went in there. And it became like a tradition. Not a tradition, that's not the right word. It just became a thing that when I went there with my grandparents, because we didn't go there a lot, but when we went there, I got to pick out a traditional horse to bring home that they would buy. And oh my goodness, I would sit in there with like 5 horses, and I would have to debate, and I would take forever. And every time I think back about it, I'm just so blown away by how long my grandparents spent in that store with me just to let me pick out one horse. So over time things just developed, and I was collecting more. As I became a teenager, I really got into the traditionals and into customs. I like Taconga, like Silver, Big Ben, Secession and LaFire. I'm trying to think. Secession and LaFire were really new-ish, so there weren't that many done on them at that time. I was also into, I cannot remember, is it Cody or Hank, the ranch horse? I was into that mold too. So, you know, over time I just developed this big collection, and then about my senior year of high school I stopped collecting. I didn't sell anything. I just really stopped collecting horses. I don't know why, it just kind of happened. And in about my junior year of college, I started buying resins again. And then I slowly just transitioned my collection over to resins, because that's what I found myself really enjoying, the individuality, the different molds, things like that. And over time, my collection has just shifted to resins. So nowadays I don't collect any original finish. I rarely buy customs. I might if one just really catches my eye, but for the most part I stick to resins for collecting. As a teenager and as a kid, I could have never afforded these, so I'm not going to get into this, but when people ask me like, oh my goodness, how do you afford these and everything like that, when you watch my videos, just do keep in mind that I am older than most people on here, and I've not only worked part-time jobs over the years and saved money, but I have a full-time job. I went to college, I graduated, I'm going for my master's, so it's been a process. It's not like I just, as a kid, was able to collect all these resins. You know, I had to save and work there, but definitely I could never have afforded these as, you know, a young adult or a young preteen or a teenager or anything like that. So it's just been a long process of saving and transitioning from original finish to resins. I started YouTube for exactly what it still is now. A place for me to upload photos of my horses, especially my new ones, and do a slideshow with music and things like that for my friends. And then all you guys joined in, and that's awesome, and I've appreciated all the comments. It's so flattering. Y'all are so nice. And that's just how it's transitioned. I mean, it went from a simple way to share things with friends to sharing with all of you. And this channel will never be any type of series or anything like that because I'm not that creative of a person. So for the most part, it's just gonna be slideshows of my collection. I am open to like question and answers, how-to videos, but I need help knowing what to do because I don't know what's out there. I don't know what's needed. I'm also really busy between real animals, jobs, school, things like that. It's not as easy for me to film a video, but I will if I know what I'm about to film. I do have animals. I have a lovely, lovely dog who is on the floor, and she has interrupted this video so many times. I'm just waiting for her to bark. I have a horse, a quarter horse to be exact, and I have a bunch of, I wouldn't call them my dogs, but my family and I together have a bunch of dogs. Let's just put it that way. There's a bunch of dogs between me and my whole family, and my family we are big animal lovers, and yeah, we just love dogs. So if one person in the family has a dog, it's like everybody's dog. We just love the animals. They're very much family here. It's not just like, oh, so-and-so has a dog. But I've spent way too much on that. Oh, here they go. See? Lovely. So I'm a big animal lover in general. So is my whole family. Predominantly, we have always had animals. I can't think of a time when I've never had a dog or anything. I got the dog I have now when I was 12 or so, maybe a little younger, and I've had her ever since. She was my first, personal dog that I could call my own and I was responsible for and all that jazz. So it's been really fun. I do live show. I don't know my region number off the top of my head, which is going to be so funny because there's going to be someone from my region who's watching this video that shows with me, even if, I don't know you that well, and you're going to post it, and I'm going to feel silly. But I don't know my region number off the top of my head, so I'm sorry, guys. Other than that, I don't really know what else to tell about myself. I don't do anything special in the hobby. I'll say that. I don't customize. I don't really prep or anything like that. I mean, I've made, between help with my family, I've made pony pouches. I've made my own version of like the stands you put at a show table to keep your horses from dominoing. Things like that. I mean, I do little knits and crafts, but I don't make tack or anything like that. I'm really just a collector. And I think that about covers the introduction to myself. If I did miss anything, feel free to comment below and I'll try and answer them if it's deemed appropriate. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed part 2. Thanks for watching.